Indian equity markets just received one of their strongest tailwinds this quarter. Crude oil prices are sliding dramatically, creating a significant ripple effect across the economy. This isn't just about cheaper fuel, it's about a fundamental shift in India's macro landscape. Traders are watching this closely, understanding the potential for margin expansion and reduced import bills. The relief rally in equities is immediate and powerful, as falling oil removes a major overhang on market sentiment. What happened? Major Indian indices like the Sensex and Nifty are climbing hundreds of points. HDFC Sky reports significant gains at the open, directly linking this to oil's slide. This strong market momentum wasn't just a fleeting bounce. We are seeing sustained buying interest, pushing key benchmarks higher and adding substantial value to investor portfolios. It signals a broad-based improvement in risk appetite, driven by this newfound economic breathing room. Why does this matter for investors? Market analysts like Aditya Kondwar are now saying falling crude prices and stable macros are setting the stage for India's next big growth phase. Cheaper oil improves corporate profitability, reduces inflation pressure, and strengthens the rupee. This is a powerful trifecta for domestic equities. The market appears to be pricing in a sustained period of robust economic expansion, no longer burdened by elevated energy costs. That leads us to a bigger question. Who benefits from this structural shift? Domestic consumption and manufacturing themes are clear winners. We are already seeing impressive June auto sales data, with commercial vehicles turning into a consensus player. TVS Motor, for example, is up 3% on record quarterly sales. Textiles are another standout, becoming market leaders on the back of new trade deals and improved margins. This indicates a demand recovery that's gaining traction. The capital markets are also heating up. Big names are queuing for IPOs. Carlsberg is reportedly filing for a $700 million India IPO, with Bloomberg News confirming confidential filings. Coca-Cola eyes a $1 billion IPO for its Indian bottling unit. And the NSE's upcoming IPO remains a major valuation puzzle attracting significant attention. This wave of listings signals deep confidence in India's long-term growth story and its ability to absorb new capital. But that is only part of the story. Globally, the oil slide is connected to easing Iran's tensions. President Trump's remarks about progress in talks have significantly lifted sentiment and contributed to crude oil's fourth straight weekly loss. This geopolitical de-escalation reduces the risk premium on energy, which is a major positive for global economic stability. It's a key factor allowing markets to reprice risk more favorably. This global shift has profound implications for central bank policy. Here's where things become interesting for capital flows. Emerging Asia bonds are drawing global funds despite lingering Fed hike fears. This suggests investors are seeking yield and growth in resilient regions. We also saw M&A hit a record $2.8 trillion in the first half of 2026, dominated by megadeals. Citi UK CEO notes M&A is on fire as large-cap firms simplify operations. This underscores a strong appetite for strategic capital deployment globally. Now look at what happened globally in tech. While a chip rout caused Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix shares to tumble, the narrative isn't uniform. Microsoft's AI strength is fueling its stock rally, and Meta's cloud push is driving Wall Street optimism. Contrast this with India's IT sector. The Nifty IT index just jumped over 3%, with Infosys, HCLTech, and TCS leading the rebound. Investors are clearly dip buying, suggesting the worst might be over for some Indian tech names, despite mixed global cues. This brings us back to India's domestic structural themes. Adani and IHC just signed an MoU for an $11.5 billion India aluminum project. This highlights the ongoing commitment to infrastructure and manufacturing. Vedant Aluminium shares jumped over 3% after Emkay started coverage with a buy call, citing three key reasons. These are powerful signals for India's long-term industrial and infrastructure build-out, attracting significant institutional capital. The policy tailwinds are strong here. Given these dynamics, what names are on breakout watch? Balaji Amines jumped 7% as anti-dumping duty hopes lift sentiment, nearing resistance levels. This indicates improving relative strength. Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank shares surged 5% after a strong Q1 FY27 business update, showing earnings visibility. These are companies demonstrating unique catalysts within a favorable macro backdrop. We are looking for positive volatility expansion and increasing institutional participation. On the other side, some names warrant trim consideration. KPIT's outlook disappointed, with analysts pushing growth recovery to FY28. This suggests growth expectations may be excessive. HDFC Bank shares are down 20% in 2026 so far. While the governance cloud might be clearing, its extended underperformance against sector peers puts it in a valuation reassessment phase. Bank of Baroda also fell over 4% after settling litigation, adding yield pressure. These are situations where extensions might be stretched. The forward-looking market setup suggests a continued capital rotation. We are seeing a clear shift from global inflation-driven concerns to country-specific growth stories, particularly in emerging markets like India. The convergence of favorable geopolitical developments, accommodative central bank signals, and robust domestic catalysts is creating a powerful investing environment. Investors are now watching for sustained earnings visibility and relative strength in key sectors, expecting strong structural momentum. The message is clear: understanding these interconnected global and domestic shifts is paramount. The market isn't just reacting to headlines, it's repricing fundamental structural changes. To stay ahead of these structural capital rotations and navigate what's next, make sure to subscribe to SMANI News. We'll see you in the next breakdown.